Title: A Coder's Conundrum. The sun had just barely risen over the Seine, scattering golden light across Parisian rooftops as the morning bustle began. Cafes filled with the aroma of freshly brewed coffee, and the air buzzed with whispered conversations. But among these everyday sounds, a more sinister hum reverberated from the heart of the City of Lights. Across town, in a discreet cafe tucked in the arrondissement of La Marais, sat Pavel Durov. Known as the enigmatic creator of Telegram, Durov had always been a man shrouded in mystery, his life a blend of rebellious innovation and cryptic public appearances. But on this particular morning, as he sipped his espresso while glancing occasionally at his phone, Durov seemed merely another contemplative soul in the rhythm of Parisian life. Suddenly, the tranquility shattered. With a swiftness that left the cafe patrons wide-eyed, a contingent of officers materialized at the entrance. Their presence was authoritative and unmistakable, clad in dark uniforms, badges glistening. In seconds, they surrounded Durov, their leader stepping forward with a stern expression, speaking in crisp French. "Monsieur Durov, you are under arrest for charges including cyber espionage and obstruction of justice." The cafe fell silent, the only sound the soft rustle of pages and a few stifled gasps. Durov stood, composed yet visibly perturbed. It was a scene straight out of a thriller, and yet it was happening in real time. As handcuffs clicked around his wrists, cameras from passers-by began to flash, capturing the unfolding drama. "What is this about?" Durov asked, his voice calm, eyes meeting the officers with a mix of disbelief and curiosity. "You'll find out soon enough," replied the officer tersely, leading him out. As the cafe doors swung shut, murmurs erupted among the patrons. Theories spiraled about what this arrest meant for Durov, for Telegram, for the world of digital privacy. The news rippled across the globe, headlines screaming the shocking development. Behind the scenes, a storm brewed. Intelligence agencies from multiple nations had been in collaboration for months, tracking encrypted communications they believed linked to Durov's monumental app. Concerns had mounted around Telegram's potential use for clandestine operations, its secure messaging lauded as both a beacon of privacy and a facilitator for the clandestine. But the charges were not simply based on digital musings. Deep within the cyber underbelly, a carefully constructed dossier lay, filled with evidence that would paint Durov as either a misunderstood genius or a cunning architect of digital subterfuge. Cryptic emails, suspicious transactions, encrypted files, each piece a tile in an elaborate mosaic of intrigue. As the day unfolded, Durov's legal team scrambled. Supporters rallied online, painting him as the scapegoat of a broader power struggle between state surveillance and individual privacy. His arrest had sparked a digital revolution, hashtags surging with fervent debates about privacy, freedom, and control in the 21st century. In the coming days, Paris would become the epicenter of a legal tempest, the trial of Pavel Durov, a spectacle that would captivate the world. What began as a quiet morning in a Parisian cafe had erupted into a turning point in digital history, a moment where lines between right and wrong, freedom and security blurred into complex questions that demanded answers. As night fell over Paris, the city glittered in its usual, timeless beauty. But for Pavel Durov, it signaled the beginning of a fight not just for his freedom, but for the future of digital discourse and the right to privacy in an increasingly connected world.